Hello and Shabbat Shalom. I hope that you're doing two things simultaneously. One, clinging on, if you will, to the last bits of the week, heading into Shabbat, and also clinging on to the last minutes and moments of 2021, as we will very quickly tomorrow start the new secular year of 2022. So I hope that you are preparing for both. As we head into Shabbat, we move into the second Torah portion in the book of Exodus and the book of Shmot. It is called Va'era, not to be confused with Vayera, by the way. Vayera is Genesis. This is Va'era, slight nuance on the pronunciation. It's the second book, like I said, in the book of Exodus. If you remember from last week, we talked all about the epic birth of Moses and the burning bush and the foundational song, if you will, that we all know of, "Let My People Go," and this push and pull between Moses and Aaron and Pharaoh. And this week, for the ultimate convincing, we start the plagues. And so there are 10 plagues in total, right? 7 of them occur in this week's Torah portion. 3 occur in next week's Torah portion. And so I want us to talk about those plagues that are here. What were those plagues? What were the significance of those plagues? Did they have a specific order? Like why that order? So if we remember the 7 plagues, right? There was blood, frogs, lice. I don't have that problem. Swarms of insects, cattle disease, boils, and hail. Right. So those were the 7 that occur. Those are the 7 that occur for us in this week's Torah portion. But why those 7? Why in that order? What's the significance? Was it haphazard? Is this just the way that it works in our text and we just go along with it? Clearly, these are the plagues that exist in the Torah portion. This week, but also, of course, involve our pinkies during the Seder for us to take a little bit of our wine out of our Kiddush cup for these 10 plagues. So, right, again, 7 this week, 3 next week. But why do we start with the blood? Why then do the frogs appear? Why then after the frogs is there lice? Why after the lice are the swarming insects? Why the cattle disease, then the boil, then the hails? What do the boils have to do with hail? What does that have to do with it? That's what I want us to think about. What's the significance of the structure of this? Do we just haphazardly know this order because we sit at our Seder tables and we just move our pinky and we don't think about it? I want us to take a deeper dive into the power and the level in which these might have sort of the level of the infliction that might have been felt probably all over Egypt. I want us to think about that. Don't just haphazardly be like, blood, frogs, but let's have that conversation. So we're going to have that conversation, obviously, tomorrow morning, but and a little bit later tonight. But I just wanted us to think about that. Why the order? Why the significance? I'll give you a little hint, and that is one possibility is that it was a systematic dismantling, if you will, of the Egyptian this empire, right? The affecting the Nile with the blood, and then the frogs, and then the lice and the insects. So perhaps it was a calculated breakdown, or there was something else at play. So as we head into Shabbat, I want us to this Shabbat, right, moving into Va'era, this Shabbat, moving into 2022 in our secular year. I want us to think about the significance of things, significant moments. This is our time to reflect, by the way, on the previous year. What are some significant moments that stand out for us this past year? That's what I would love for us to think about. So I look forward to seeing you later this evening, and of course tomorrow morning. hope you have a wonderful Shabbat and a very happy and healthy start to the secular new year.